Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Mike in the Game. This is the first video of the channel. I'm Mike Faulkner. Now let's go ahead and dive straight into this week's segment, whether or not the Chicago Bears will trade their first round draft pick of the 2023 draft. Now, from the looks of it, it looks like the Chicago Bears are actually going to be sticking with Justin Fields. And in my personal opinion, they should. The way the game has changed, a dual threat quarterback is probably the most lethal thing on the field right now. You know, if you look at it, despite him getting hurt, he still has grown into the game. He's gotten more comfortable. And if you look at him from year one to year two, he has made those adjustments based upon the changes that the offense has even made. Now, in this picture scenario, it would only make sense to build around Justin Fields. And in this instance, as Marcus Spears says, you need to get this man some new security. Getting him some offensive line help will go significantly far. Now, as we've seen in the past, other quarterbacks like Joe Burrow have gotten hurt because the offensive line help hasn't been there. So that should be the #1 priority right now for the Chicago Bears. Then after that, go after wide receiver. And then after the draft, if you still want some more weapons, there are going to be some wide receivers in the free agency. There have been plenty of wide receivers this past season that have proven themselves and become quite valuable. But to loop it back to today's question, I don't think the Bears will actually trade their first round draft pick. But I wouldn't be surprised because, hint, hint, there are some teams that are in dire need of a starting quarterback right now. I mean, the Colts, the Texans, and even if the Bears do trade with them, they still have a top 10 draft pick. So they still can get that offensive lineman, that wide receiver, either route they want to go to. They can still do it. That's why I'm not going to be surprised if that does take place. But all in all, we're going to have to stay tuned for this year's draft. But I wouldn't be surprised because based upon last year's draft, look at the Philadelphia Eagles. AJ Brown, and they still have a top 10 pick in this year's draft. I'm looking forward to what madness takes place. Thank y'all for tuning in for the first video of the channel. Hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for more, and I'll catch y'all for the next video.